Good morning. Today is your birthday. Mommy and Daddy are on the way to the hospital to have you. And we're so excited to meet you. Your brother and sister are at your grandparents' house. They're excited to meet you. Everybody's excited to meet you. So, we can't wait to see you. You are so special. Mommy has been on a journey this time with you, carrying you. It hasn't always been easy, but I know it is all worth it. And you are worth it. And I love you so much. I can't wait to see who you look like. I know you're going to be so handsome, so sweet, so cute, so precious. You're so loved. So we'll see you soon, little guy. Okay? We love you.
What's up, friends? It's your favorite family, the Moores, and we are officially on our way to the hospital for Sarah to deliver our
Baby boy.
third child. So, it's a nice day.
It's beautiful.
Blue skies, clouds are out, the leaves are changing colors on the trees. It's pretty magnificent. If you could show Sarah, that would be lovely. And we're feeling pretty good. Nervous, but good. So we're excited to meet you, Benjamin. We're excited to meet you, baby boy. And you'll see this and be able to recognize this video maybe in a year or so, but for now you'll just see it and be looking at it. So, but we love you, can't wait to meet you, and Sophia and RJ can't wait to meet you either. All right, see you soon. Peace. It's almost time. Just took Sarah back, and I'll be going back shortly. All right. Next person you'll see is Benjamin Charles Moore. All right.
Hi, friends.
Hi, friends. It's your favorite family, the Moores.
Keep going.
And we are here at the hospital, and it is our final day, and we will be leaving sometime this afternoon. But we just wanted to give you guys an update of what's been going on since we've been here. We've been here for 5 days, and my wife...
Well, let's go to the beginning.
Okay.
So the last video, her full-length video you guys seen was probably about a year or so ago, of our 6-year wedding anniversary trip. Since then, RJ has turned 1. We found out we were pregnant with Benjamin in what, April, February, March, somewhere around there. And so now it is October, and we delivered him on October 17th. So that's a lot of time in between. Part of the time we were recording, we have been recording, just haven't been like editing and posting. I guess mainly because of me. I was dealing with some postpartum anxiety and some mild depression, and yeah, editing and thinking about you know, people watching our lives and having comments and stuff like that. I really wasn't in the place to do that or see that or want to. So but we do have plenty of footage, and our family is doing good, and yeah. But this story, Benjamin's story, is a little different. I have been feeling the desire to want to share some of it. Just because I feel like us as people of color don't share the hard side of pregnancy or postpartum or anything like that. And I feel like I'm feeling more now that it is important to do so. As I said, with RJ, after we had RJ, I was noticing some signs of like anxiety and, and I just kind of thought that it was, there's a lot going on. We have, at the time, Sophia was 4 and, a baby, another baby. We had, we had moved before RJ came, and we were going through a lot. So that's just what I thought it was. I didn't really tell anybody. I didn't really talk to anybody about it. Just kind of kept pressing through, kept going, which, people do all the time. So I didn't see anything wrong with it. So with Benjamin, my pregnancy with him was a little different. So I think about the end of the second trimester, the doctors were concerned about my blood pressure, which wasn't surprising to me because with the other 2 pregnancies, they were also concerned about my blood pressure. But it was always manageable. So with this 3rd pregnancy, we did the same thing, just kind of monitored it every day. I was on medication for it. But when it came to taking the glucose sugar test, that drink you have to take, ladies, they always tell you, like, you have to pass it. You have to pass the sugar level. Well, the first time I didn't pass it, and so I had to take it again and get my blood drawn 4 times within, I don't know, the 3 hours or something like that. And I did not pass. So that meant I had gestational diabetes. And gestational diabetes mixed with high blood pressure, which is gestational hypertension, it was a lot. It was a lot. So I feel like those 2 things, and also what I was feeling with RJ, kind of shook me up. What'd you say?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
So from there, I told Reed everything that was going on, and he said, I'll do whatever I can to help. So you started what? Do you remember what you started doing? I actually told him that I couldn't do everything anymore, that I was tired, and I couldn't do everything anymore. I couldn't, take care of the kids, take care of the house, and take care of me, and still be pregnant, and all of that. And I just talked to my husband, told him how I felt, and he stepped in and took over. And every time I would tell him how I was feeling or something, he said, okay, we'll figure it out. So he started calling people, right?
Mm-hmm.
He called and made like my doctor's appointments and stuff for the diabetes, and found me a therapist for me to talk to. So that got me feeling better because someone else was taking care of me, and that's what I needed. So we did that, right? So I have been seeing a therapist. I will continue to see them. So yeah, where are we at now?
We're just living life until the baby comes.
Well, oh,
They
okay.
have to, they start changing her dates.
Oh,
So they start changing her dates. So the original due date was November 7th. Then they moved it up about a week or two.
to October 24th.
And in between that, you know, she was still taking her meds and everything that she had to do at that time. And her doctor's appointments were every week at this point. And she went in one day, and they were like, "Okay."
Yeah. I actually would have like 3 appointments a week. I would go to the office. I'd have a therapy appointment, and then I always had an ultrasound because I was on insulin. And so they always, want to check. So yeah, I was at 3 appointments a week. And I went in, and, well, actually before that, I went in a couple times, and they sent me to the hospital. One to check for blood clots in my legs. And then, remember, I called because my blood pressure was high at home. I also had to check my blood pressure at home. So one time it was high, and they told me to come in. So I had to take myself to the hospital one time. And everything, always checked out and was clear and was fine. Thank goodness. But yeah. Let me see. The beginning of October. I'm looking for a calendar. The beginning of October, I went in for an appointment, and I seen a black doctor. And she looked at my numbers and everything, and she said, "Has anybody talked to you about moving your date up?" And I said, "Yeah, one doctor did, but she said she would let me know. She would talk to the nurse and whoever at the hospital, and they'd let me know." And they came back and told me it's okay. And she said, "No, you need to deliver him next week. I want him out next week." And that would make him 37 weeks, which is considered full term. He's not preterm or anything like that. Of course, it's always better if the baby's in longer, if it's healthy for mom and the baby. But she wanted him full term at 37 weeks. So that made it October 17th. And we came in. I had my 3rd C-section, which was a success as far as the surgery. Surgery was good.
Just cough it out.
I can't.
Yeah, that's right.
Surgery was good. If you can call surgery good, but compared to my other 2 C-sections, this one was the less painful, smoothest recovery so far and everything. So, but when the doctors took him out,
Yeah, he swallowed some fluids. So for RJ and Sophia, whenever they were born, like pretty much immediately they brought him around the corner.
or held him up.
Held her up so that we could see the baby. And then they did what they had to clean off the baby and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but with Benjamin, it was like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So
he was crying.
Yeah, and the one thing that I knew was different, I didn't know why it was different, but the way that he sounded, I was like, oh, he sounds different from all our other kids. He's going to have a unique voice. But little did I know that it was because there was fluid that was in his lungs. So we got to see him briefly, and then they took him straight down to the ICU, intensive care unit.
NICU.
Or NIC unit. Yeah. So yeah, you wanna go from there?
So yeah, he's been there when they first admitted him. He was on, I think, just oxygen, and he had a little feeding tube and something to kind of ventilate out his lungs, because his lungs were now kind of wet. And he was breathing too fast. So the oxygen is to help pace his breathing. So that was Thursday. I think maybe Friday. By Friday, they had switched him to a little CPAP thing. He still has the feeding tube. And what else?
They took the IV out
Okay.
of his hand.
Yeah, he had IV at first, but he no longer has IV. But they also monitor his body temperature. And so we went down, I think maybe it was Saturday.
Saturday morning.
So that he could get a bath. And the lady was like, okay, yeah, let's get him ready. Here, check his temperature. So Reed went to check his temperature, and it was reading like what would be normal, but not for a baby.
Right.
So she said, oh no, that's a little too low, So we checked it a couple times, and she said we can't do the bath tonight because we don't want him getting colder and then having to struggle and figure that out. So ever since then, he's been in a little tent, a little box. Maybe it's an incubator, a little incubator.
Maybe.
I don't know. Something to keep him warm.
Right.
So we can touch him. We can take him out to hold him for periods of time, but he has to stay in there so he can regulate his body temperature. And they did that so he doesn't have to also regulate his body temperature and focus on breathing. So he can just focus on breathing. Something else will keep him warm until the breathing is under control. Then he'll work on the body temperature. So yeah, he's only how many days old?
5.
5 days old. And yeah, our baby can't come home with us, but he's safe and he's healthy. And whoever sees this, we would like you to pray for us. Continue to pray for us and Benjamin Charles, and our children, Sophia and RJ, and the care team here. Hopefully he'll be able to come home soon. We don't have a set date or anything. It's all kind of up to him and how he takes things. And it's on God's time. It's not on our time. So, in the meantime, Reed has taken off of work for a little bit. So he'll be back and forth taking care of him, and while I try and heal up so that I can help take care of him too and our children. So yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, anything else?
Just thank you for everybody who supported us, called us, texted us,
Send us food.
send us food.
Keep it coming.
Prayer line started.
I didn't know that.
Multiple prayer lines started. So we just thank you for all of your care and concern. So we know he's going to be okay. And like Sarah said, it's in God's timing. He knows the best timing. And at the same time, he's working something in us as well. So
That is true.
yeah,
That is true.
for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just take it a day at a time. Trust God during this process, through this whole process. And at the end of the day, we know everything's going to work out. So, yeah.
That's why I like him. He's positive about everything. Why my mind is going nuts. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it. We going home. So we get to see Sophia and RJ today.
Got his name right.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been calling Benjamin RJ. So they'll be happy to see us.
Yes, I am happy to see them.
Yeah, they wanted to see us. Sophia was. She's at
Yeah.
the age where she's like, I miss mommy and daddy.
Right.
And RJ's just like following Pat everywhere. So
yeah, thanks for listening for
Yep.
20 minutes. Any footage you see after this will be probably just updates about Benjamin. And, you know, if you see a video or something that's from the past, just, you know, enjoy it. Because that means I felt creative.
For sure.
All right.
All right. And I'm going to be being creative too. Start being creative too.
He has been being
So
creative.
So watch out. Yeah, I have been. I have been. Y'all see, y'all hear about that later.
You gotta share that.
Yeah. Right now it's all about Benji. All right.
Okay.
Love y'all.
Bye, friends.
Peace.